it with a little device called a mouse. We call it a mouse because it has this little wire that runs back to the computer. And we can make the Macintosh do different things.
When Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started Apple Computer out of a garage in 1976, I don't think anyone could have predicted the massive impact this company would have on the technology landscape and our daily lives. But through vision, innovation, and clever marketing, Apple has become one of the most valuable and influential companies in the world. And one of its most important and iconic products is definitely the iPhone. When the first iPhone launched in 2007, it revolutionized the smartphone industry with its sleek multi-touch interface and powerful hardware and software integration. Over the years, the iPhone has continued to evolve with new designs, features, and capabilities defining the cutting edge of mobile technology. Now in 2023, we stand on the cusp of the launch of the iPhone 15. Who could have imagined back in 1976 that Apple would go from building DIY computer kits in a garage to releasing what promises to be their most advanced iPhone yet?
Macintosh, the computer for the rest of us.
The development of Macintosh by Apple has been paralleled by the work of leading software developers.
Hey everyone! Today I want to take you on a journey through the history of one of the most iconic tech companies and products of our time, Apple and the iPhone. Before we dive into the world of Apple, make sure you subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon if you want to receive all notifications about our latest videos. To understand the significance of the iPhone 15, it helps to take a look back at the history and evolution of Apple as a company, and how the iPhone has progressed over the past 16 years since its initial release. Apple was founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak along with Ronald Wayne. The company's first product was the Apple I personal computer kit. Though not a huge commercial success, it demonstrated Wozniak's technical ability and put Apple on the map. This was followed in 1977 by the Apple II, which became one of the first highly successful mass-produced microcomputers. Apple also introduced the GUI-based Apple Lisa in 1983. While ahead of its time, the Lisa was too expensive to be commercially successful. But Apple struck gold in 1984 when it launched the Macintosh. The Mac introduced the mouse-driven GUI and Apple's suite of creative software to the masses. Through clever advertising like the iconic 1984 commercial, Apple positioned the Mac as a radical innovation that empowered the individual. The Macintosh line continued to evolve through the 80s and 90s, with notable models like the PowerBook laptop and first color Macs. But after Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple in 1985, the company went through a decline. It wasn't until Jobs returned in 1997 and spearheaded innovations like the iMac that Apple's redemption began. In 2001, Apple broke new ground with the iPod digital music player and the iTunes digital media platform. This disruptive new product category laid the foundation for the mobile revolution Apple would unleash just a few years later. That revolutionary product was the iPhone, first unveiled by a turtleneck-clad Jobs in 2007. With its multi-touch interface, desktop-class web browsing, iPod media features, and robust App Store, the iPhone redefined what a smartphone could be. The first iPhone model established the basic form factor that has endured over multiple generations, a minimalist slab with a touchscreen taking up most of the front face. The original iPhone had a 3.5-inch 320 by 480 screen, a 2 megapixels camera, 4 GB or 8 GB of storage, and no third-party apps support initially. But the App Store was introduced just a year later, allowing third-party apps and igniting an app ecosystem that would become a key selling point of the iPhone. Subsequent iPhone models added front-facing cameras, better rear cameras, GPS navigation, video recording, improved processors, and Retina displays with higher resolutions. The iPhone 4 in 2010 was a major redesign, introducing the signature external stainless steel band and flat front and back glass panels. The iPhone 4s brought Apple's intelligent virtual assistant Siri to the mix. In 2014, Apple unveiled the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, which offered larger 4.7-inch and 5.5-inch screen sizes respectively. These phones were a hit, driving strong sales growth for Apple. The iPhone X in 2017 was another radical redesign, doing away with the home button and introducing an almost all-screen look enabled by the front-facing TrueDepth camera system. Gestures like swiping up replaced pressing the home button, pioneering a new navigation paradigm. Each new iPhone model has introduced incremental improvements across the board, including better performance, longer battery life, improved screens and camera capabilities, and faster cellular data. The iPhone 12 lineup in 2020 brought 5G connectivity and Apple's first in-house A14 Bionic processor, setting new benchmarks for CPU and GPU performance. The iPhone 13 further refined the design, boosted battery life significantly, and amped up the camera specs with sensor shift optical image stabilization and photographic styles. An iPhone mini version with a smaller form factor was also offered. This brings us to 2023 and the impending launch of the iPhone 15 series, probably launching on 22nd of September 2023. Based on leaks and rumors, we can expect some key upgrades. A new A17 Bionic processor that pushes performance even farther. The Pro models may use titanium alloy frames for increased durability. Completely portless design with data transfer and charging via MagSafe and wireless charging. Under-display Face ID could feature further improvements to display quality and battery life. 48 megapixels rear camera system for the Pro versions. So, in the 16 years since Steve Jobs unveiled that first iPhone, we've gone from a revolutionary multi-touch slab phone with a 2 megapixels camera to a pro-level powerhouse with a 48MP camera system, intense processing capabilities, and refined design, all building upon Apple's legacy of innovation. The iPhone revolutionized the smartphone industry by introducing a powerful and intuitive new way of interacting with a pocket-sized computer. And the iPhone 15 promises to show that Apple can still push the envelope and deliver advancements consumers didn't even know they wanted yet. Exciting times are ahead. In closing, Apple's journey from a garage-based startup to a company that has shaped the evolution of personal computing and mobile technology is truly remarkable. The iPhone has been their most impactful and iconic product, completely changing how we communicate, consume content, and use technology in our daily lives. With the launch of the iPhone 15, we can expect Apple to once again set new standards and inspire the industry to push the capabilities of mobile technology even farther. It's these kinds of radical advances by visionary companies like Apple that will continue to transform technology and empower us through innovation. I'm excited to see what Apple has in store for the iPhone 15 and beyond. The story of Apple and the iPhone is filled with inspired ingenuity and superb execution through multiple generations. And this legacy of innovation and the iPhone's ongoing evolution promises even more exciting technological progress in the years ahead. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of Apple and the iPhone. I hope it provided some fascinating perspective on how transformative products come to life and fundamentally shift industries. This is the power of technology and human creativity at its finest. Also tell us in comments which one you like, Android or iOS. Let's see how many of you love iOS. Now I will see you in next amazing video. Don't forget to subscribe to Macula for more interesting videos and hit the like button if you found this video interesting. Thanks.